I seen this video yesterday by Aubrey Marcus, right? And it was just floating around on Facebook, seeing it, right? And I agreed with it. And he said something that, like, I say this type of shit a lot, but like he said it in a much calmer way than me, right? Sometimes I be getting hype as shit and like, but like basically what he was saying is that everything is a choice, right? Like he was talking about the regrets on people's deathbeds. Basically, one of the biggest regrets on people's deathbeds are that they wish that they allowed themselves to be more happy. That they realized that it was a choice, that they could allow like themselves to be happy, but they chose to not be happy because they chose to think, right, I'll be happy when, or after I'm done with this, or after I retire, or like these ideas that it's like we have to be successful to be happy, or how dare you be happy when you don't have any money? How dare you be happy when, like, I feel like that's how people be looking at me sometimes, because like I preach this shit all the time that like happiness is a choice. I only know this because of what I've gone through in my life, and I still choose to be happy. Like, it's a choice. But it's not an easy one. It's a very hard choice. It's a very hard thing that I have to do every day. But so is going to the gym. So is, like, paying your bills on time. Like, all of this shit requires responsibility. But you are your responsibility. Like, your life, your responsibility, your body, your feelings, your whatever, your choice, right? We are choosing every single day our future with the actions we do today. We might not consciously realize it. We might be like just going through life, making decisions, not thinking. There's a path, you go left, but not realizing that the shit on the left is completely different than the shit that's on the right. And like these choices matter because those choices dictate where our life goes. But it's never too late to turn back around, right? We live in a different world today where it's like 50 is now 30. So like if you're 50, you're basically just 30. So like you still have time. Like it's we can make different choices. We can choose. If you went so far left, that's fine. You can choose to turn around, or you could choose to try to find a shortcut where the paths kind of fork and you just take that shortcut and go on the right path, right? I made a post about this where it's not that there's a right or a wrong way. There is only a left and a right way. Like, it's left or right, and it's not wrong or right. It's just a matter of like different outcomes and different reactions and a like different reality. And like your dream reality is just a couple of like choices away, like literally a couple different choices away from having a completely different reality. I remember hearing Mel Robbins say something like that, where she was like, you're one decision away from a completely different life, a completely different marriage, a completely different whatever. And it's like, that's real. Like 2 years ago, I was in this relationship thinking I was going to get married, but then the girl broke up with me. And then like, it wasn't in my head to ever break up with her. So I wasn't even thinking about like leaving her or whatever. So I wasn't thinking about being single. Like in my head, I was like, I'm not going to be single. Like I found the girl, yada, yada. But I've been single for a year now, and it needed to happen because I needed to spend more time with myself. But the decisions that other people make can sometimes affect your life, but your reactions on those decisions can then affect your life, right? So it was my decision to choose to start living my life the way I do. It was my decision to start like putting my mental health first. Start like right now I'm out here. It's 7 in the morning. Like I had to, because I was at my mom's, so like I had to walk. I wasn't at my house, but I'm gonna stop at my apartment because like my apartment's like right over there, like probably 5 minutes away or whatever. But I'm just saying that I made a decision to start choosing to be happy now. I made the decision to choose to make music like I'm famous. Like, I make music almost every single day. I work on my DJing, my beats, whatever, almost every single day. not because I want to get famous, but because I genuinely love doing that, and it like sets my soul on fire, and it makes me happy. And like, I'm no longer angry. I'm no longer like, I used to wake up and say I hate my life. Now I wake up and say I love my life. Like, life is fucking awesome. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but life is really what you make it. It's literally just a stacked up fractal of your decisions and choices that you've made along the path. And I realized that I was choosing to be poor this whole time. I was choosing to like whatever, because I have talents that I could get paid for, right? Like, it's not like, you know, there's so many artists out there that like are amazing at what they do, but they don't believe in themselves enough to make money from what they do. Like, they believe in themselves to make the art, but they don't believe in themselves to make money from the art. Or like, you know, because it's a lot of artists aren't business people, and like, it's a complicated thing that in the world today, if you can be all of it, you will literally be better off. If you can be a little bit of a business, you know, minded person as well as an artist, you can make money from your art. If you can be a little bit of a business minded person and make music, you can start to make money from your music without needing to be famous. Like, because like, it's not about getting rich or becoming millionaires. It's about literally living the life that you want to live. Like, it's a personal thing of, how do you want to live? How do you want to feel? What do you want to do? And not on this like, I want a mansion and that'll make me happy, or I want my business started and that'll make me happy, or I want my album done and that'll make me happy, or I want my book done and that'll, like, no, like, because that's all relying on external things to literally make you feel a certain way, when it's just really, you can choose to be happy now, as if you got that thing already. Like, I'm choosing to literally, like, I feel great because, like, if I got $1 million record, well, I'm not even looking for $1 million record deal, quote unquote, because this isn't the 90s. Like, people really don't need record deals as much as they used to, because it's so much different. Like, I'm not searching for that same thing. Like, I feel like when I was a kid, I was searching for like the attention of being famous, a famous rapper or whatever. But now it's just more like, if I can sell a little, you know, a few beats here and there, pay my bills. Right now I live in the projects, and like maybe in the next 3-4 years I'll move, be able to upgrade. But I'm fine like living where I am, living because the quality of life is great. I don't need things, because the quality of the 24 hours in the day is literally like fulfilling to me. What I do, like spending time with my daughter on the weekends, it's summer, so I've had my daughter for like the past 3 weeks, but like, it's been awesome, you know. And we went over to my mom's, and we've been over at my mom's, and we've just been hanging out like as a family, right? And it's been fucking dope. Little things like that, right? I'm just doing whatever I want to do. Like, I wanted to go on the hike, I work on music. Even when I go to my mom's, I bring my computer and my DJ stuff because I have to work on music. Like, it's what makes me happy, right? But also I make these videos, I like work on these plans, or I've had to come up with different business plans, different ideas, different things, because like I don't have a team, it's just me. So like, I work on this shit 24/7, but it's what I enjoy. Like, I'm a hermit basically. I spend most of my time alone, besides like hanging with my family type shit. And it's just me, my mom, and my daughter at this point, really. But like, that's fine. That's all we need right now. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not looking for anything outside of me. I'm not like, my business is gonna be started, but there's people that have told me, like, man, you've talked about restarting your business for so much, man. Why don't you just get that shit started already? I'm like, okay, well, give me the money then. $5,000, please. Donate it to Cash App, Real Mark Dreams. $5,000, even $1,000 would help, right? If you know, people that are trying to rush me type shit. But I'm in no rush. Like, I'm enjoying life. What the fuck is there to rush for? Like, I don't know. So like, get to a point where like you can be happy now, because you can be happy now. Like, I don't need the money and the car and the better house. And what the fuck is a better house gonna do? Like, I don't understand that. I live in the projects. I have a bedroom, I have a living room, I have a kitchen, I have a bathroom. what is a few extra rooms gonna do for my mental health or my mood? Like, nothing. I'm like, maybe I'll turn one of those extra rooms into one of my studio, like turn it into a studio. Maybe have another extra room, have it all green screened out and have a green screen room. Like, yeah, I could have these ideas, these fantasies, these things that could be awesome, these luxuries, but we don't need to be relying on luxuries for our happiness. Your happiness can be just, it's free. Like, it's it's yours if you want it, and if you don't got it. Like, it's a weird thing. So I want to end the video with, happiness really is a choice. It's a hard one, but don't wait until you're on your deathbed to realize that you could have chosen to be happier more often. Like, it's not as bad as we think. Even our life, like our personal lives, aren't as bad as we think. Especially if we're in America. Especially if you're in like a country like America, Europe, fucking the UK, like Australia. Like, these places are doing pretty damn good, right? But third world countries, those humans have some other problems to deal with, but yet you're still going to find happiness in third world countries. You're still going to find happiness in the middle of the Amazon rainforest, or, you know, back in the day when people didn't have technology or whatever. You still found happiness back in the fucking caveman days, right? Human beings are making, as we gain intelligence, we make things a little more complicated than they should be. Your happiness should stay simple, right? Keep it simple with the happiness. We can get complex with psychedelics and technology and spirituality and all this other shit. But we should keep the happiness simple. It's a choice. So choose wisely.